All right, people of Generation Z, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and if you can, raise your hand to tell me if you agree or disagree with the following statements. If you had a credit card, what would you do with it? Do you want a credit card? Would you pay the credit card off? Would you be okay with having a balance? How do you feel about
So responsible shopping?
Yeah.
I've always been very conscious about how I spend my money, right? I like saving money, I'm very frugal. But at the same time, if I had infinite amount of money, let's imagine, I would buy an island.
Yeah, for me, I find it's really important for our generation to focus on savings, and I think I read this statistic that said it's more common now to be in a job for no more than 2 years than to be in it for how you would go to a company and apply and you'd be there for life and you'd have a pension or whatever. That doesn't happen anymore. So with the idea of not having job security, it's really important that we save and not go into debt and to control it, to not be 6 credit cards, $6 million of debt, whatever you want, tons of debt.
Fuels our entrepreneurial drive because we're just we need money
for sure.
Job for me.
Yeah. If you're going to say you have a formal or prom coming up, you got a credit card, you see a dress that's $300. You don't have
$300 is a steal. I'm gonna do it. $300 for a nice dress.
Would you put that dress on your credit card and be I'll pay it off?
No, because
you're not gonna pay it off. I would only buy it if I knew that I was gonna pay it off, right? If I had the money.
I mean, I think that my motto about money is save, spend, give. So you save your money and then you spend, I guess, some of it. If it's a $300 dress, I wouldn't. But then you give the rest of the money to an organization that you really like, and I give a lot of the money that I have to organizations that help those in need in my community or that live halfway across the world. I don't think it matters, but I think that it's just another way to help people, and it's easy.
I think one of the big struggles that we're gonna have moving forward is the difference between our balancing our economy with the environment. Our economy is sort of based on one that's waste and excess and more. There's unlimited
off oil
and more and more stuff and waste and excess and more, and there's got to be a balance. We've probably got to rethink a bit of how we run things, and the idea that conservation is more important, and without conserving, we won't have a place to live.
The different generations have had different opinions on it, and I think that our generation is a lot more conservative, and now we're really thinking, okay, we should think about the economy now, but past generations have had different opinions on it.
We really have to think of a long-term solution, because the issue is that our economy is based purely off of the next couple of years. But in reality, if we get rid of all of our natural resources, all of our soil is contaminated, or all of our water is contaminated, we won't have an economy 10 years down the line, because there won't be any natural resources to use.
It's hard because the way our government works, it's or even American government, it's hard to think up long-term solutions, especially if our leaders are always changing and have different opinions on those, on how to create those solutions and carry them out. So I think that as civil society, we have to start thinking of them ourselves. And
I think it's important when you're thinking about how you spend your money, thinking locally and globally.
Yeah.
We're all involved in so many big things, but it's important. My mom was talking the other day, I did a school presentation, and we were talking about kind of the things we spend our money on, and it's hard thinking about all these things we want, but knowing that just around the corner there's a single mom somewhere or a low-income family who's having trouble putting food on the table, right?
Yeah. And another example of that is even your food, where it comes from. Every bite of food you take is impacting somewhere in the world. Our food is shipped thousands of miles, it's genetically modified, it's sprayed with pesticides, which goes into our soil and our water, cuts down our rainforest. So it's a bigger picture. Everything you buy, everything you eat, everything you drink has an impact globally and locally.